Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, grab a seat. Come on in and hit that light, hit that light. Oh, you're Aunt Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. Grab a seat, prop your feet. Let's sip some tea, sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. Sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Come on in now. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, yeah, yeah. Come on in and hit that like. Don't forget now. Auntie Mickey's house. She can roast with a smile, drop wisdom too. Break down the headlines, bring it straight to you. Straight to you, baby. Community strong, conversation grown. Grown talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard. Every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word. Oh, yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real. Auntie Mickey's house, that's the deal. That's the deal, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. Oh yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. On in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat. Come on in and hit the light. Hit the light. Hit the light. You're at Auntie Mickey's. Yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. It's Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in her house. You know you're in her house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat, come on in and hit that light. Hit that light. Oh, you're at Auntie Mickey's. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Auntie's house. Auntie's house. Auntie's house. Grab a seat, drop your feet, let's sip some tea. Sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You know you're in a house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat, yeah. Come on in and hit that light. Hit that light. Don't forget. Auntie Mickey's. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah. She can roast with a smile. Drop wisdom too. Wisdom too. Break down the headlines. Bring it straight to you. Straight to you, baby. Community strong. Conversation grown. Don't talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard. Every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word, oh yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real, keeps it real. That's the deal, that's the deal, baby. Yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house, oh yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. You know you're in a house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a see, come on in and hit that light, hit the light. Oh, your Auntie Mickey's, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie Mickey's house. Oh.
Happy Friday! Yay! It's the weekend. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. How y'all doing? Oh, I'm so glad this week is over. Golly. Well, these 5 days dragged on this week. I don't know about y'all, but my goodness, that's all I can say. My goodness. And then today, to top it all off, I got 2 doctor's appointments I had to go to. Man, give a girl a break. I need a break. How's it going, Mr. Phillips? You said you too? I know that's right. Well, I tell you, getting older ain't no joke. That's the truth. That's the truth. I remember my grandparents used to complain. I know when it's gonna rain, baby, because my knees hurt. I'm like, Mama, you can't tell if it's gonna rain later because your knees hurt. She wasn't lying. I mean to tell you. Well. I had something I was working on, honestly. I had something else in the title. I had to take it out because I'm going to have to address that later when I'm more prepared. So, trust and believe. It won't be long tonight. We won't be long. So, let me say hello to everybody. I'm going to start from the top this time. Let me start from the top. Hello, Barbara. How are you? Good to see you. Barbara be the first one in the room usually all the time. Hello, Donna McClinton. Hello, my love. I see you. He said, hey, Miss Barr. Hi, everybody. He said, you're Miss Barr. Okay, Mr. Phillips. And let's see who else we got here. We got Camille in the house. Hello, Camille. How are you, sweetheart? Hello, Michelle. Yolanda's lurking. There she go lurking again. See, I thought I seen her stand behind this thing over here. I thought I was seeing things, and it was her. She was lurking. There's other lurkers, but trust me, you're the only one I see. Because there's other people in the bushes. They don't want to be seen. And I understand. Oh, goodness. Millionaire's Cove, how are you, my love? Good to see you. Let's see. I think Diane. Hi, Diane. How are you? Good to see you all. Good to see you. There's Dawn. Okay, I see Dawn, Camille, Barbara. I got a bunch of mods in the house tonight. I feel so secure. I am feeling very secure. Getting rid of the vermin as they come in. When the vermin come in, it's better than a can of Raid. A good mod is better than a can of Raid. Nah, I won't say it. I'll be nice. I was gonna say, what do you do to get rid of owls? But maybe the Raid works on them too. Anyway, but that would still work because she has pet roaches that she walks around with on a leash. But I don't think they'll be showing up tonight. Yeah. So let's see, LaWanda. Hello, LaWanda. Hello. I think I got everybody. Hey, Doodoo Bird. Hello, sweetie. So good to see you. Me and Doodoo Bird share the same state. So when we get hit with weather, when I get hit with weather, I know Doodoo Bird is probably experiencing the same thing. So I'm not going to ask you how the weather is because I already know. Oh, my goodness. Not sure how long I can stay dinner time here. I hear that. I ate mine already. I had my dinner 3 hours ago. Had to get it out of the way. Hey, Q Rock. How's it going, Q Rock City? They need to name a city Q Rock. Don't you think that'd be appropriate? Q Rock. Yeah, I live over there down yonder by Q Rock. Over there in that area. Sound like a place down south. Q Rock. That'd be a nice city name. Okay. Retretta. Hello, Retretta. How are you, sweetie? Did I say hi to Lawanda? I think I did. See, I told you I'm geriatric. I'd be forgetting just like that. Let's see. Going down the list. Just hot flashing. What's up, just hot flashing? Oh, I know that feeling too. Whew. Feel like you got a heater right up under your shirt and you can't get it out. You just have to go to the nearest refrigerator and stand there for the longest. You're going to Cancun? Can I go? I want to go. Just hot flashing is going to Cancun. No fair. I swear, if you ball me up real tight and shove me in the closest large suitcase, I wouldn't be no trouble. I really wouldn't. I promise. But I understand. You don't want to have to pay too much for excess luggage. They be charging too. Hey, Nadine. How you doing, sweetie? Okay. Boy, this list keeps going. Down South Stitcher. Down South Stitcher. Living down the street from Q Rock City. Down South. That's one of them down South names. Down South Stitcher. Now the Stitcher part, down South. Do you crochet or do you sew? Is that what the Stitcher is for? I'm just asking because I know I used to crochet a lot. And that's a lost art. Sewing and stitching and embroidery and that kind of stuff. Young folk don't know nothing about that no more. That's a lost art. Knitting, it's a lost art. So if anybody that can do that, boy, you got some skill. That's one thing I pride myself in. I did pick up something along the way in my life that I can make stuff with my hands. And it's an old-fashioned way, but I tell you what, if we ever run out of, fabric, I can make a good sweater for you. Let's see. QT. Hey, QT. Hey, Ron Cooley. How are you? 1 hour from New Orleans. Cross-stitch. See? You cross-stitch. My dad's ex-wife, she used to do calendars with cross-stitching. And they'd be so pretty. She'd have these rhinestones and sequins and stuff. It was really beautiful once she would finish. So I commend you for that. What do you think about Marjorie Taylor Greene resigning? I didn't know she did. What? I got to give shout outs to Marjorie Taylor Greene. She finally stood up to the old goat. But I didn't know she resigned. Wow. Learn something new every day. Every day. Wow. I never really was a fan of hers. I got joy out of Miss Crockett getting in her big back. She's done her big back body. Oh my goodness. So let's see, who else do we have here? Island Girl. See, I got it right. EILAND. Island Girl. I almost called you Eland Girl because I seen the E first. How are you? I've never seen you here before, so welcome. And welcome again. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all hit that like button. Please hit the like button. You know, yesterday I pulled a dummy thing when we were going over the, I think it was about the scamming, the second part of the show. And my live went down. They demonetized my live. I was like, man, okay, I can live with that. I guess so, Mr. Phillips. I was just told she did. She was receiving death threats. Lord have mercy. Now, well, I can imagine from who. I can imagine she flipped on that brother. Well, I won't call him brother either. She flipped on that dodo head. So I can imagine MAGA came after her. How dare you? How dare you flip on our God? Wow. She announced it tonight. Well, I'll be doggone. Yes, it is ridiculous, Island Girl. It really is. That's why I'm not talking about it tonight. Bleach, blonde, bad built, Lawanda. That's what she called. Oh my goodness. When I heard that, I was on the floor. I was on the floor. That was hilarious. Down South says, yes, it's almost a lost art, but learn so much of the new stuff on here with Floss Tube. Oh, you're going to have to tell me about that one day. Floss Tube. Okay. That's interesting. I need to get back into I'm India, Auntie. You're India? I'm India, Auntie? Okay. Would you prefer I call you India instead of Island Girl? You're on both screens, Barbara. Ron Cooley says, you know he had those Epstein files scrubbed. Now he's going to add Democrats to the list. You know, he's just about that foul to do that. I could see him having that done. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about tonight, Ron. He wants to unalive some Democrats, some Democratic lawmakers. Man, but I could just see him in a secret downstairs room, like an interrogation room. And they get those files and they're just scrubbing them, putting other people's names in there. Okay, let's put what's his name? Speaker of the House. The brother, light-skinned brother, pretty eyes. I'm running a blank. You know what I'm talking about. They want to put some notable Democrats on the list. Oh my God, that would be funny. Yeah, the mentality. Oh Jesus, fourth, not even fourth grader, Barbara. More like a third grader, second grader. Hello, Charlie TV. How are you? Okay, let's see. Funny, all the Trump derangement syndrome suffering walking colonoscopy bag talking about having the Epstein files scrubbed. Biden's on Justice Department had them for 4 years, did nothing. I agree, Charlie. Didn't do a doggone thing. That don't mean it don't need to be done, though. I'm just saying. Absolutely. I don't care who's on the list. They need to pay. They need to be held accountable. Democrat, Republican, independent. I don't care. I don't care what office, what side of the aisle they sit on. They need to be held accountable. If they were involved with messing with girls, minors, they need to pay for it. That goes from the White House to the Poe House and any points in between. Another congressman released phone call death threats today. Wow. They really getting it, huh? They getting it. Wow. That's all they've been talking about all day. I finally got... Hi, Jackie Sanders. You finally caught a show. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys hit the like button. And those who haven't subscribed, please do. Please do. And we got Michelle. Let's see. We got... Okay. I think I'm at the bottom of the list. I made it to the bottom of the list. Okay. Well, now that I have gone through the list, they really do need to be held accountable for it. If it were you or I, what do you think they'd do to us? Just because you hold an office does not make you immune. It just makes you someone holding an office. You were voted into that office and you could be removed. As it should be. If they're doing wrong, it gotta go. And like I always say, I've never seen a broke politician. Never. I've never seen a broke politician. And when I say broke, I'm just saying in terms of their salary status. You know, they're not middle class people by a long shot. They're upper class, you know. Their pockets speak volumes. And their expense accounts and their all the perks that come with their jobs. Hello, Beverly. How are you, love? So, you know, when you're a politician, you have a certain you got a certain bit of clout with the position, you know. But some of it goes to their head. Hakeem Jeffries, thank you, Barbara. They're gonna be putting him on the... How you spell his name again? Hakeem Jeffrey. Jeffrey or Jeffries? Oh, damn, let's try it again. Hakeem. I can see them doing that. Roland, you talking about Roland Martin? Oh yeah, they gonna go after some people that are not in politics too. They don't like Roland Martin. Man, they will go after some Roland. That would be actually pretty cool, QT, if he did run for president. He has swag. Yes. Yeah, I remember Obama's, that walk. He had that 1978, you know, that dip, walk, dip, walk, dip, walk. You know what I mean? What we used to call back in the day, that pimp walk. He got that pimp walk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. You know, hey girl, get over here, girl. Oh my God. Thank you. Dollar store. I love dollar store and beauty supply stores because they're inexpensive, and I can, when they start turning colors, I can throw them away and get a new pair. Let's see. Ron said Epstein's brother, I'm gonna put that up. Epstein's brother said he is taking so long to release them because they have them in Virginia and they are being scrubbed. He was on Cuomo last night. Now he is getting death threats. Wow. I saw him a while back. I can't remember who interviewed him, but it was really, he's riding it. He says, hey, my brother said this, that, and the third, and I believe every bit of it. Every bit of it. So he's not playing. He's like, let it out. Let everybody hear, you know. And if you on the list, so be it. Hey, Sloan Jackson, how are you, love? Yes, they make so much doing for the rich, and they're rich themselves. Uh-oh, please stop. Okay. Why are they backing up? I'm just looking out the window. Baby, I'm trying to see if this is your package. They better leave it this time. Okay, hold on, y'all, just for a second. I gotta go make sure that they don't run off with this package. Be right back. Ooh. Ooh, that was rough. Honey, if you're still in the room, it wasn't your package. It was Amazon next door. My bad. Oh, okay. As we were saying, Ron Cooley said, and they all got paid during the shutdown while Americans were suffering. Exactly, Ron. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that at all. A lot of those federal employees that were forced to go to work unpaid and basically threatened, if you don't come to work, you're going to be considered AWOL and you won't have a job to come back to. That was really shitty. That was really shitty to do those people like that. But these politicians, especially the Republicans that went on vacation, wouldn't even come back to vote. So it's sad. It's sad what we've got going on in our government, in our democracy. And at the head of the table is, oh, Jesus, what could we call him? Cankle Man. I'm going to get a big old cape. I'll crochet one. How about that, down south stitcher? I'm going to crochet a cape. And I'm going to put some lettering on it that calls him Cankle Man. With them big old bloated ankles. He's awful. And cuckoo. All those things. He's cuckoo. Obama's a grandpa now? Ooh. Well, those girls are pretty much grown. Can't tell them girls what to do. I know mine couldn't tell me what to do. 18, I was out there. Wow. The whole damn system would crash as well as it should. I know, huh? That is crazy. I didn't know. Obama and the pimp walk, Jackie. He had the real pimp walk going on. Hello, Chandra. How's it going, love? Yes, he said Epstein had a lot of dirt on Clinton and Trump. Absolutely. Didn't Trump say something about having Clinton investigated? Or was I hearing things? How dare you go after someone and you just as bad, if not worse? Come on, man. Wow. That's crazy. Well, let's see. I got to get back down to the bottom of the list. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Anyhow, as you guys probably already heard, our batshit crazy president is definitely spiraling out of control. He is unhinged. And he came out with those Truth Social posts. Oh my God, this guy he's a hot mess. he is definitely a hot mess. He actually wants to. Now he's of course trying to backpedal on it. Is she deported yet? She should be. With his rules, you'd think she would, but I'm wondering if, they done cut a deal with ICE for Melania. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something if they cut a deal with ICE and said, look, man, just bypass this one right here. I'm married to her, so, just pretend you don't see her. She's beautiful, and that's his opinion. I don't know. But anyway, I'm sure they didn't cut a deal for Melania. Please don't touch her or her family. But yeah, he had his panties in a bunch yesterday because of a video that 6 Democratic lawmakers made and put out there on social media. And basically, the video was basically telling the military that please do not obey unlawful orders, which is plain and common sense, you would think. But, sometimes you just got to put it out there. Hey, Satin Doll. Hello, sweetie. You are just fine. Wait a minute. Greetings, kinfolk. A little late coming in, but I'm now here. And Google says that the Obamas are not grandparents. Okay, well, thank you for clarifying that. Thank you so much for clarifying that, because I hadn't heard anything about one of the girls having a baby. I mean, with today's girls the way they are, even the most refined ones, can slip up, So, but thank you, Satin, for telling us. Yeah, apparently that was fake news. Retretta says, the Bible says, the Lord said the poor will be with you always. People are poor because they choose to be that way. A person's life is what they choose to be. That word is never on my mouth. Peace and love. I don't know if I agree with that, Retretta. I don't think all poor people choose to be poor. I can't say that could be true. But you're entitled to your opinion, love. I don't have to believe what social media says. I know some poor people. Ain't got nothing to do with social media. But everyone is not out there poor because that's what they choose. There's a lot of things that are preventing people from going any further in life than they could or should, So yeah, I don't agree with that statement. But I still love you. I still love you. Shoot, quiet as kept. I'm pretty poor too. Shoot. I mean, thank God we can still make it from, sometimes people live paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. Barbara said, shit, I'm poor. Oh my goodness. So, but anyway, as I was saying about our illustrious bubblehead president, he got his panties in a bunch about those 6 Democrats that made that video on social media, telling people, or telling the military to please don't do or don't follow unlawful orders, meaning orders from the president, I would think. LaWanda says, I'm so poor I can't pay attention. That was my favorite statement back in the day. Okay, Doodle Bird, I'll see you when you get back from dinner. Yeah, so I tell you, he is kind of backpedaling now, saying that, he didn't mean it like that, but the 6 Democrats that made that video was Senator Elissa Slotkin, Representative Chris Deluzio, Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander, Representative Chrissy Houlihan, Congressman Jason Crow, and Senator Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly used to be an astronaut, as a matter of fact. So all of these 6 Democrats really put themselves on a line, so to speak. And definitely told the military, please, whatever you do, don't follow unlawful orders. And they didn't say specifically from him, but who would make the unlawful order? At whose behest would someone make it if it wasn't him directly or coming specifically out of his mouth to the public? Who would put that kind of order through? Captain Kankleman. Captain Kankleman. So, he, like I said, he got his panties in a bunch. And he came out with some posts on Truth Social. One of them was, let me see, where is it at? I think this is it. Here we go. He says, it's called seditious behavior at the highest level. Each one of these traitors to our country should be arrested and put on trial. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. We won't have a country anymore. An example must be set. President Donald Jerkoff Trump. Donald J. Trump. Imagine that. Man. Imagine that. Of all people, to be out here talking about who should be arrested and put on trial. Imagine that. That burns me up right there. Okay, this screen is way too big now. And then he follows up. Mr. Phillips says, Kerp waiting on that check. We won't see it. And then the second one, he came out a little later. Let me make this a little smaller, because it was taking up my whole screen. Okay, that's the one I just had. Let me move that. Hold on just a sec. Struggle streaming. I bring them all down. He says right here on this second one, his second tweet, he says, this is really bad and dangerous to our country. Let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger. Maybe not. Never mind. This is really bad and dangerous to our country. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. Seditious behavior from traitors. Lock them up. Question mark, question mark, question mark. President Donald Jackass Trump. Period. Exclamation point, exclamation point. And then I calmed down a little bit, but still He was still bubbling inside, I guess. He comes back on Truth Social and doubles down, basically, and says, seditious behavior punishable by death. He wants to punish them by death. This has never happened in the history of this country. For a seated president, or unseated for that matter, to come out and actually want to hang. I didn't get the last tweet where he wanted him hung, but punishable by death by making that video telling the military to please don't follow or take orders that are unlawful. Do not carry out orders that are unlawful. Yes, he did. And at this particular time now, what this brings into mind with me is, are we headed for another January 6th? Is this his call to action for another January 6th insurrection? I mean, it incites these tweets, or not tweets, I'm sorry. These posts incite violence. No matter how you look at it, it incites violence to a certain degree. Hence, it makes sense now that people are getting death threats. Especially those 6 people that made that video. They're literally getting death threats. Death threats. Wow. Yes. Trump got to make himself look good. And that's the other thing that he does, is he kowtows to the other billionaires because he's got to build up his little, his wealth to a certain degree. He's building up his wealth. We're not talking about the $300 million ballroom, all the money that's, this blank check to Israel, all these things that he's lined up for his own benefit, not us, but his own benefit. It's more indicative that he's about himself than anything else. But he's definitely melting down. He is definitely melting down, and I'm sure the real reason is these Epstein files. We can look at all these other things that he's barking up the tree about. Yes, I'm looking forward to that, Q-Rock. That would be cool. But I tell you, he is so livid about the Epstein files being released. Now, if he wanted them released, all he'd have to do is tell him, release them. The fact that he's not, and he's pushing back so much, it's pretty clear indication his name is in there. He doesn't want his name seen. But we know you're a dirty dog. I mean, we heard you say grab him by the pussy. Isn't that what he said? This is before his first term. Hi, Miss Purple. Good to see you, sweetie. Melt. Melt on out of the White House. Don't walk, just melt. Just melt. I'm sure they've got enough janitors that can clean it up after it happens. Come out there, get a water hose and spray it down, But honestly, this guy is so narcissistic and really insults our intelligence that we can't figure out that he's on that list. But instead, he's trying every little thing he can to throw up against the wall to see what sticks. That's all this is. Let's distract from what I really don't want you to find out. Because if he wanted to, they could have been released. He could release them anytime. Anytime. And, I mean, honestly, if there's Democrats, like I said before, if there's Democrats, who knows, Mr. Phillips? But I know they got him from his house. You know, if they're redacted, then that would make them fake. If they've redacted them, then what's the point? But we're entitled as a nation to see them. Maybe he did. Maybe he did, Jacob. Or maybe he didn't. Who knows? Who's to say? And please, when you write my chat, could you not do all caps? I'd appreciate it. Yeah. So again, he's having a meltdown. And we're all watching it unfold. And sometimes they come into people's chat and mimic him. You know what I mean? So, with that said, bye-bye. But anyway, let me just present to you this. And I'm going to turn the music down again. I need to turn this on to a level that can be comfortable at all times.
Donald Trump spent the morning calling for the trial and execution of 6 Democratic members of Congress and the Senate who all served in the military or the CIA, all because of this video they put together addressing members of the armed forces and intelligence community.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals
Against American citizens.
like us. You all swore an oath
to protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law
Or our Constitution.
We need you to stand up for our laws.
Our Constitution,
And who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Now, I never saw this video until I saw it on the news. I'm not sure where they posted it at. Apparently, the Democratic Party collectively put this out on social media to this date. I don't know where it was posted, but I'm glad it was posted nevertheless, because people need to understand that being in the military doesn't mean that, you just have to take whatever orders are given to you, point blank, period. That's not it. You're supposed to serve this country, not the behest of the president. Not at the behest of the president. You're not to serve him personally. Now, he's our commander-in-chief. But if he gives an order that is out of line, there's no question about it. No question about it. You should never do anything that is illegal, even for the president. But now there's a lot of suck-ups there that are, of course, doing it. We all know that. Hello, Kendra. How are you, sweetie? Hold on just a second.
Now, plainly, there's nothing in that video that isn't taught to every military officer as part of their training. They take an oath to support and defend the Constitution. And disobeying illegal orders is not sedition or treason. It's a duty. It's obvious to everyone, but we have a commander-in-chief who is actually likely to give that illegal order and perhaps has already done so. And so he responded by going off the deep end on social media today, quote, "This is really bad and dangerous to our country. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. Seditious behavior from creators, lock them up."
Lock them up.
Later, he posted that the video was, quote, "seditious behavior, punishable by death."
Death.
He also reposted calls from supporters to hang those Democrats for treason.
Yeah, he said, hang
This is
them.
locked in Michigan. One of
He said, hang them. Hey, Charles, how you doing? He said, hang them. He put it in writing. Hang him. So, but now you want to backpedal. Dude, your meds. Take your meds, man. Somebody need to give this dude some meds for real. Something to calm this fool down. Bring him down a few notches. You know, maybe you should smoke some weed or something. Who knows? You need to chill, buddy. Because, man, that dude is tripping. Every time I turn around, he is doing something stupid. And it's time for him to, hey, you up in age. You are in your golden, almost gone years. And you need to be chilling at your best level. Be your best self in this last part of your life. But no, he's spiraling out of control. Cankles and all. Chill, Donnie. Yeah, just kick back. Just kick back. Roll a fat one, Donnie. Roll a fat one. Because you need to chill.
The Democrats in the video, she served in the CIA and is a Pentagon official before coming to Congress, and she joins me now. Senator, it's good to have you.
Thanks.
First, let me just ask, what has it meant for you to have the president say this about you, to call you seditious and treasonous and to repost someone calling for you to be hanged?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it more than the six of us who filmed the video, it's really just a sad moment in American politics. I mean, we know that. But, you know, today it really came home for many of us. And I think for the six of us that filmed this, you know, we swore an oath to the Constitution many times before we got to Congress. What we were citing was literally chapter and verse from the UCMJ, the Military Code of Justice. And I think his reaction just is, you know, characteristic of a political system that no one is proud of right now.
Does something like this change your security situation? We heard Marjorie Taylor Greene talk about that last week. You're nodding your head. I mean, this has very tangible effects. I've seen and with other lawmakers in somewhat analogous situations.
Yeah, I mean, look, over the years, I've had threats here and there. It was instantaneous. I mean, hundreds, if not at this point, thousands of calls, emails, texts, obviously online postings. Capitol Police came to us and said, you know, we're going to put you on 24/7 security. We've got law enforcement out in front of my house. I mean, it changes things immediately. And
I agree with that. It does change things immediately. But let me put this post up. Ronald Driver, he says he told the truth. It's a bad message to tell the public about military rules. We already knew this. They're just stirring up a panic. I'm an African-American U.S. Marine. I'm offended they released. And I want to tell you, thank you so much for your service, Mr. Driver. Thank you so much. You are, as a person that has served this country, you're definitely entitled to your opinion, you know, and it's welcome here. As long as it's you know, you're respectful. I don't have a problem with opposite beliefs. I, on the other hand, believe that, you know, something like that shouldn't have been, his reaction to that video should not have been that way. It just increased what was already, you know, could have been misconstrued or considered as violent. You see what I'm saying? But again, I appreciate your point of view. And again, thank you for your service, and you're welcome here.
Leadership climate is set from the top. And if president is saying you should be hanged, then we shouldn't be surprised when folks on the ground are going to follow suit and say even worse. So I think for all of us, it has fundamentally changed our security situation. But I will say it doesn't change how I feel about coming on TV now and talking about it or saying what I said today. I think it only strengthens that. I mean, he is he is trying to use fear as a weapon. He's trying to distract us from whatever he doesn't want to talk about, the Epstein files or whatever else, but he's also trying to intimidate people out of criticizing him. That's the entire game here. And then he's trying to intimidate people in his party to keep quiet, even when he does things that violate our norms. And he's he can wield that on some, but it just doesn't work for people who have served and have done other dangerous things in our lives.
Why did you want to make the video? What were you trying to accomplish with it?
Yeah, I think, all of us had been getting outreach from folks in uniform, folks in the intelligence community, saying like, hey, we're really concerned, I'm being deployed to a city or, inside the United States, or I'm being asked to conduct strikes in the Mediterranean and I don't understand the how this is legal. We were hearing from a lot of people, still hearing, and I'm hearing from a lot of them today, and they've watched as the senior officers and mid-ranking officers have either been removed or basically forced to retire. And I think there's a lot of concern about what if I'm asked to do something that's not legal, or what if I'm not sure if this is legal? So we just wanted to make the point to say to the group, look, we hear you. We know what it's like to be in tough positions. It's a chain of command environment, so you are to follow orders. But there is a provision in the UCMJ going back to Nuremberg and World War II, making clear that you do not have to follow an order that is illegal, that violates the law. And I think, people have been asking, well, is this theoretical and what are you concerned about? Unfortunately, President Trump, this is not theoretical for him, right? In his first term, he was upset about the peaceful protests outside the White House in Lafayette Square during the George Floyd protests.
Ronald, I can understand exactly where you're coming from. You guys already know what your orders are. I understand what you're saying. So I agree with you, and you have the right to feel that way. But now I'm wondering what, Ashley, who are you talking to, Ashley, specifically? You said, let me go back up here. You felt completely different when Biden was in office. Hypocrite. Who are you talking to specifically? Here, I'll put that up there in case others didn't see it. You felt completely different when Biden was in office. Hypocrite. And then you went on to say, Sleepy Joe didn't know where he was or what he was saying while in office. You said nothing. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about this woman on the camera? Just trying to find out who you're referring to. Chandra. Okay. Just trying to get an understanding, sweetheart. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. And again, you guys are entitled to your opinion. Absolutely.
And it got under his skin, and he called in his then Secretary of Defense and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs and said, bring in the 82nd Airborne, bring in active duty troops, and, can't you, quote, shoot at their legs? And to the credit of the then Secretary of Defense, they sort of maneuvered themselves out of the Oval Office before he followed up and sort of demanded that of them. But that is a perfect example of an illegal order. You cannot shoot at unarmed people. And I would hope that anyone, like the Secretary of Defense and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, who knew immediately that that wasn't right, that anyone in government would feel that way. Anyone who sits in the chair of the Commander-in-Chief would feel that way. But it's not a hypothetical.
You also mentioned strikes you said Mediterranean. I think you mean the Caribbean, where
the Caribbean.
Yeah, of course. I just wanted to make that clear for people. I was worried that we were breaking some news here. So,
no.
Those, the legal status of those are quite, I think, opaque and dubious. That is a very present issue that hangs over, I think, a lot of active duty members. In response to the video, this is even before the president today, and I think Todd Blanche, the number 2 of the Department of Justice, seemed to intimate or suggest a possible criminal investigation from the Department of Justice. I want to have you listen to what he said.
We've all watched this a lot today, and the question you have to ask yourself is, what is their intent? What is the reason that they all went on a video and encouraged young men and women to defy court orders without even giving a hint of what's illegal, without even giving any suggestion of what law or what order they're being asked to violate? You cannot do that in this country, especially if you're a leader. And so what does the investigation look like? I think they should be held to account.
Do you take that as a serious threat? Do you take that as jawboning? How do you understand that?
Well, look, I think we have to expect that the Department of Justice is doing President Trump's bidding. They're focusing on the things he wants to focus on. So, I certainly wouldn't be shocked if they initiated an actual investigation. Now, I never said defy a court order. If anything, the Trump administration is the one who has to make sure they adhere to court orders, including today, where they said that the deployment of the National Guard to Washington, D.C. is illegal and they need to get out by mid-December. So, I think this is a tactic. This is a way that they distract from the conversations they don't want to be having. And this is a really bad week for Donald Trump on the Epstein files.
Here's the thing, Ronald. I don't think that they're specifically saying toward you guys. This is not a dig on those in the military. I would hope that they're very well aware that you are capable of doing your job without having to be told how to do it. It's the chief, the commander in chief, that is a bit off kilter that this is about. And I don't think that this was meant to be something against the military or to even question your ability to think for yourself. You know your orders. You can understand those orders. And I believe this is a video that was made for the public to at least absorb, to be reminded that this is the kind of man that we're dealing with. So I truly don't think that this is a dig against the military at all.
Been fighting this for a long time, and now it's out, and he doesn't want to be talking about that. He'd rather put this on other folks. And the Department of Justice, we've had the removal of so many of our Department of Justice lawyers and so many of Trump loyalists put in there that, I don't think anyone's missing that he's moving the Department of Justice in the direction of the ways that he wants and not the ways that the American public need the Department of Justice to work. So I wouldn't be surprised. But again, that's them trying to get us to be quiet, and that's not going to be effective.
Yeah, to your point on that, I think we've seen in the Department of Justice the civilian equivalent of precisely what you were talking about, with multiple top officials from the Eastern District of Virginia to the Southern District of New York refusing to pursue essentially illegal orders and prosecute political enemies and things like that. We have seen people stand up in those conditions. Senator Alyssa Slotkin of Michigan, thank you very much.
And those people with low IQs and TDS have a right to be informed just as much as anybody else, okay? Oh my goodness. Hold on just a second. Let me move this over. Hold on just a second. So yeah, that is basically, again, and I welcome those that are pro-Trump in here, that believe in whatever he's standing for. You are American just like those that don't, okay? It's just a matter of, some people do not agree with the tactics of our president or the behavior of our president. I don't think that there's anything wrong with expressing that as well. I don't feel I'm being lied to. I got plain and common sense. I can see what's right in front of me, sir. I can see right in front of me. I can say some things about Trump that, honestly, the guy, someone said that, who was that? Hazel said, The Democrats are showing desperation disguised as strategy. I could say the same for the Republicans. I could say the same. As a matter of fact, let me just put this out there for the record. Both parties are full of shit. Now, I'm going to put that out there. Both parties are full of shit. Because at the end of the day, they're in it for themselves any damn way. I don't trust nan politician. And I am very well informed. I'm being lied to by both parties. So, insulting Democrats is not going to fly with me. Because Democrats is just as guilty of lying as the Republicans. They're both guilty of lying. So, with that said, we're going to move on to the next topic. Hold on just a second. I'm going to pull up this one last thing before I move on. Hold on just a second here. Okay, it says right here, Trump says he wasn't threatening Democrats he accused of seditious behavior punishable by death. The president said that while he wasn't threatening the Democratic lawmakers with death, he does believe they are in serious trouble. And pay no attention to this. What in the hell is that anyway? A walrus, okay. From NBC News, they reported President Donald Trump said Friday that he's not threatening death toward a group of Democratic members of Congress whom he accused of committing seditious behavior, which he said a day earlier was punishable by death. In the old days, if you said a thing like that, that was punishable by death, Trump said in an interview Friday on conservative Brian Kilmeade's radio show when asked to clarify what he meant. Let's see. The president's latest remarks come after he lodged the accusation and warning Thursday after Democratic lawmakers, many of whom are veterans, released a video urging members of the military and intelligence community not to follow illegal orders. Senator Elissa Slotkin of Michigan, who previously worked at the CIA and Defense Department, on Tuesday shared the video of herself and other former members of the military and intelligence community. This administration is pitting our uninformed military and intelligence community professionals against American citizens. Like us, you all swore an oath to protect and defend this Constitution. Right now, the threats coming to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home. Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders. You must refuse illegal orders, they said. No one has to carry out orders that violate the law or our Constitution. The other participants included Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona and Representatives Chris DeLuzio of Pennsylvania, Maggie Goodlander of New Hampshire, Chrissy Houlihan of Pennsylvania, and Jason Crow of Colorado. Trump responded to their video message in multiple posts on Truth Social, including one where he said seditious behavior punishable by death. He also reported other posts, such as one that said, "Hang them, George Washington would." The president denied that he threatened the members of Congress. I think they're in serious trouble. I would say they're in serious trouble. I'm not threatening death, but I think they're in serious trouble. In the old days, it was death. That was seditious behavior. Yes, that's a good question, Jess. Why did that make him so mad? Good question. Absolutely. And that's the context I'm putting this in. We're not insulting our military. It's our commander-in-chief that is causing a rift here. Asked to respond to Trump's latest comments Friday, Slotkin's office referred to remarks she made Thursday night on MS Now, saying that she received threats instantaneously and Capitol Police told her she'd be put on a 24/7 security. "We've got law enforcement out in front of my house," she said. "It changes things immediately. And leadership climate is set from the top. And if the president is saying you should be hanged, then we shouldn't be surprised when folks on the ground are going to follow suit and say even worse." Now, the way that I took that, honestly, she's not referring to military. I believe she's referring to your average Joe on the street. Okay. Kelly, Crow, DeLuzio, Houlihan, and Goodlander didn't immediately respond to requests for comment in response to Trump's assertion Friday that he wasn't threatening death. Trump said that the lawmakers who appeared in the video broke the law and added, "I can say if I ever said that and there were a Democrat as president." Let me say that again because that sounded weird. "I can say if I ever said that and there were a Democrat as president, all hell would have broken loose." And it has broken loose. The president said that he believes Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is investigating the situation. Okay. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt rejected the idea Thursday that the president was calling for members of Congress to be executed. "No," she said when asked that question, later adding that the Democrats' comments are a very, very dangerous message and it perhaps is punishable by law. "I'm not a lawyer. I'll leave that to the Department of Justice and the Department of War to decide." Threats and violence against public officials have surged in recent years, including the 2 attempted assassinations of Trump while he was campaigning for president last year. A recent NBC News poll found that more than 6 in 10 registered voters said they thought extreme political rhetoric contributed in the September assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. House Speaker Mike Johnson, Republican of Louisiana, who said Thursday he would have used the same language as Trump, was asked Friday about the rise in threats against people serving in elected office and whether Trump had a responsibility to tone down the heated rhetoric. "I don't think you can put the blame on the president for any of that," Johnson told reporters. "The rhetoric is heated all the way around. We've had Democrats throughout this Congress who have, in essence, encouraged political violence against the president himself, against Republicans. I've been calling on people to turn down the rhetoric across the board, everywhere, throughout the institutions. It's a dangerous time." Crow, who served in the Army, told reporters on Capitol Hill on Friday that he was receiving more threats since Trump's posts. His office has formally requested that the U.S. Capitol Police investigate the president's posts, referring to them as intimidating, threatening, and concerning, according to a copy of the email reviewed by NBC News. I write to report threats made by the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, against the Congressman Jason Crow. Crow's office begins the email, which outlined the Truth Social posts and said his offices have received a significant uptick in calls and emails with violent rhetoric and additional threats. Axios first reported the letter. Capitol Police doesn't typically comment on potential investigations, but requesting a probe into the sitting president is a long shot. You know, when the President of the United States tweets out death threats and says the things that he says that, that stirs things up a lot. Crow said Friday, but again, I'm not going to be incredibly intimidated and certainly not going to change my approach. Senator Ruben Gallego, Democrat of Arizona, who served in the Marines, told NBC News he has seen an uptick in online vitriol since the president's comments on sedition. Clearly, the president knew exactly what he was doing, trying to turn his online digital mob against these members of Congress, he said in an interview Friday, while in Chicago to talk to small businesses about the impact of recent immigration operations. The fact is that what their Democrats are saying is very much what you do when you join the military. You should not follow any orders that are illegal. Very simple, he added. And the fact that he took it so personally tells me he just didn't understand the military. He thinks that they're his toy. They're not there to protect the Constitution of the United States. And that was that person's opinion there. So again, from what I'm saying, from how I feel about it, let me just get over here, is that this is more or less something to stir up what is already volatile amongst the citizens of the United States. And it seems to be working in some cases. Rile up the public. Rile up the public. And I have my opinions, as others may have, but it all lies in the president. Like I said before, I don't trust nan politician. But if you're going to have someone in that office, please know what the hell you're doing. And I know Sleepy Joe, he had his faults too. Biden was not by a long shot perfect. But I never saw anyone, any president, so volatile in my entire life. I've been here a long time, and I've never seen a president this volatile, so willing to amp up what's already brewing and has been brewing for some time. We can look at January 6th and see exactly what could happen by the words of a president who's unhinged. And that's my take on that. So, but I thank everybody for your opinion. That's what this country is supposed to be built on. That's exactly what this country is supposed to be built on, is freedom of speech. You have the right to believe, say whatever you'd like without repercussion. Okay? So I'm going to move on to this next subject. Yeah, never. I've never seen someone so... Whew. Thank you, Jess Zone. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. And for those who haven't, if you haven't liked the video already, please like the video. Put it out there in the algorithm. And if you want to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel. It's all about fairness here. There's always two sides. Hi, Lady Letitia. How are you, my love? Good to see you. Good to see you. So this next, oh, wait a second. I missed one. Uh-oh. I'm not even going to put this one up. I think we covered that one already. Let me get rid of that one. But I am missing one thing. Hold on just a second. I got to pull this up real quick, because it sure did disappear. hold on. We're going to talk a little bit about JaRule. There was some misinformation, apparently. Possibly. I believe, yes, Deborah, I believe that too. The impact of negligence. Let me put that up for you to see, or everybody to see. Deborah Tanner says human beings are already feeling the impact of negligence. I mean, this country has gone through so much just this year, let alone the last 4 to 6 years. I mean, 4 to 8 years for that matter. So, it's just everything now is very, very sensitive. Very sensitive. But this next thing I wanted to talk about, I'm not going to talk about Trump no more. Not tonight, at least. I'm going to pull this one up. Apparently, some information came out about JaRule. It was said that he was jumped at a restaurant, right out in front of a restaurant in Manhattan. And apparently that information wasn't entirely true. Okay. It says JaRule clears up rumors he was jumped in New York City. Not a scratch on me, is what he says. Y'all remember JaRule? What would I be without you? What would I be without you? I don't even remember the rest of the words. Baby. But yeah, JaRule, I can't remember his real name. He's got a real something junior or something. But anyway, I've always known him as JaRule. And he's from back in our day. He's like the 90s. He's the 90s dude. Him and the other rappers. He's always had problems in terms of, he had a little beef with 50 Cent, and when that story came out about JaRule being jumped, yeah, you remember him too, huh, Yolanda? What would I be without you? Wanna give it to you only. Baby girl, put it on me, baby. Hello, demon. Excuse me. But anyway, I digress. He's always, he hasn't really been out in the spotlight a lot lately. But he was back. He was hitting back in the day. He was really hitting. And, the other things that came up in the media was, his little beef with 50 Cent. So, they were going at it. But, JaRule also has a criminal background, from what I understand. Oh, thank you, Ronald. Thank you. I sound like I'm sick. I'm congested, yes. I am very congested. But anyway, JaRule has put a few hits down there. He's laid them down. But, he's one of those rappers you don't hear a whole lot from anymore. But that doesn't mean his rep doesn't, still follow, because he's had some connections. Thank you, Demon. Thank you so much. He's had some connections in certain walks, if you know what I'm saying. Jeffrey Atkins, thank you. What was his middle name, by the way? It was Jeffrey something Atkins, Jr. or Senior. Can't recall. But Jeffrey Atkins. He doesn't look like a Jeffrey Atkins to me. He looks like JaRule. He is more like a JaRule. What would I be without you? Baby. I used to know the words back then. I don't sing the stuff anymore. My kids do. But when you've got that kind of persona, even in the business, it tends to follow you even into old age. JaRule is 49 years old now. Believe it or not. 49 years old. I can remember Yes, his tone. I remember my boys used to love JaRule. They walking around the house, always singing his stuff. And he was a little bit older than them. And it just brings back good memories of when my kids were younger in school and stuff. Ashanti, yes. Him and Ashanti. Didn't she just have a baby by oh my God, I am getting so old. I can't remember anybody's name. She had a baby by not Ludacris, but the other one, the one with the gold in his mouth. Come on, Yolanda, help me out. Somebody help me out. Nelly, thank you, Nelly. Oh my goodness. But yeah, my boys used to they were crazy about JaRule. That's when hip hop was going through a kind of a transition, It ain't nothing like what hip hop started out to be. Yes, they're married. Yes, finally. But I can remember the first rap song I ever heard was by the Sugar Hill Gang. And I can still recite it to this day. But it told a different story. It wasn't about everything, all the hoes I can pull in and all the money I got and all the bling I'm wearing and, all the cars I'm driving. It was different. Hip hop rap back then told a story of the black condition, the human Black American condition in the community. But now we've got something, it's morphed into something that is just, I don't even recognize it. Jam on it. Jam on it. Jam on it. But anyway, I did like JaRule. I loved his voice. I loved his deep tone. I enjoyed him as a hip hop artist, a rap artist. Yes, I miss real R&B too, for real. Yes. So anyway, let me get rid of this billboard ad. It says here, JaRule was involved in a heated moment in New York City on Thursday, November 21st. The incident was first reported. Let me move this over just a little bit. The incident was first reported by blogger Tasha K. Come on, move over. Who claimed on X that the Queens rapper was allegedly jumped outside of a New York City restaurant, Say Less. JaRule later debunked the report on social media and posted the following on X. Tasha K. I'm doing it in his voice. Yo, Tasha K, why you lying to these good people? He wrote. Did I do a good JaRule? Oh, yeah, you talking about Rapper's Delight, Mr. Phillips. Oh, well, a hip, hop, a hippie to the hippie, the hip, hip. I ain't gonna keep going. Trust me. I ain't gonna keep going. But, he said they are lies, but Tasha K had inside scoop. Content creators are showing the fight. And that's the other thing. We're hearing two different stories, but I'll just proceed. I'll show you what I have, because it could be a little oversold, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Where was I? Tasha K, why are you lying to these good people? He wrote, yes, some bitch ass ninjas tried to jump me. No, it wasn't at Say Less, and I'm chilling, smoking a joint, watching SVP with not a scratch on me. Okay, that's where it gets convoluted, because from other reports, they're saying he was badly beaten up. Okay, Deborah. They don't understand. They like, we ain't never been young. Come on. We invented rap. Come on. But That's where the conflict is. He acknowledges that there was some kind of a scuffle, but he will not acknowledge that it happened out in front of Say Less, which is I believe it's a sushi type, really elegant place you can go to dine. Yes, we do, Yolanda. And I'm planning to do that real soon. Yes, very soon. But apparently, he says that some guys tried to jump him, and it wasn't at Say Less. Okay, that might be the case. But the reports also stated that he was badly hurt. But from the video I saw, he wasn't. And he claims that he doesn't have a scratch on him. So I'm just reporting the other side, okay? Upon hearing Ja's response, Tasha corrected herself on Instagram, admitting she had incorrectly reported that it was at the restaurant. As I said at JaRule, story developing. Bottom line, I heard you got your ass beat. Ain't nobody lie on you. This is why I thought it was Say Less. They ran down on you though. Glad you okay. #receipts, she posted. So this is one of those to be continued reports that I'm bringing you. Right, because someone did say it happened backstage at a Brandy and Monica concert. So, there's too many stories going around out there, and that's because of social media. So that's why I'm here. I'm trying to basically say, okay, it may not be the way it seems. Let me see if that video's on here. No. Okay, here we go. A spokesperson for Say Less tells Billboard that no incident occurred at the restaurant on Thursday. The screenshots in question claiming an incident occurred that Tasha shared on social media were between her and an unknown source who allegedly witnessed JaRule's attack at the Brandy and Monica concert. Video footage surfaced allegedly showing Ja's attack, but without the indication on the location. Later, JaRule posted a clip of himself laughing off rumors and wrote, "Believe half of what you see and none of what you read. We good over here." Sources tell Billboard that a scuffle occurred at the side stage between JaRule and a group of men, but was contained shortly after by security. Billboard has reached out to JaRule's reps for comment. Before this incident, JaRule and his arch nemesis, 50 Cent, continued to be front page material as they've exchanged numerous shots this year, further elongating their longtime feud. Ja was recently on Carmelo Anthony's 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast, where he dissected his feud with 50. Yeah, that's what I heard as well, LaWanda. Some of the footage you couldn't even see. There were so many people. For real, Millionaires Code. Says, I felt like I made the better records. He said at that time, I feel like my records aged better still. So that's how I feel inside. I don't know how everybody else feels. He added, you don't gotta love both, but you gotta respect both. You gotta appreciate both. And that's just what it is. Even in rap competitions and battles and beefs and shit like that, I have a very different take on it than everybody does. He has a take on it that it was his take. What? He has a take on it that was his take. Okay. That didn't make much sense anyway. Okay, there should have been a video to that, but I guess that might be on the next one. But either way it goes. But now, here's the kicker. They also put out there in social media that Max B was behind this incident. And he has come forward as well. Max B has responded to what they call the rumors. Wait a minute, what happened? Why did it do that? Okay, it's on the stage. And y'all pay no mind to this little tidy cat at the bottom. I don't know why they did that, but that's annoying as hell. This is Max B. And he gave an interview. Was that too? Can't tell. Max B was thrusted into the middle of a report in part by Tasha K about JaRule alleging getting jumped backstage at a concert. Max B is all about growing and healing right now. That's essentially his response to the rampant rumors floating around on the internet about his alleged involvement in a jumping accident with JaRule. To quote the recently freed rapper, he writes, "Don't tie me or my people to anything negative. We grown, we on positive vibes only." As for more on the alleged incident, it started after Tasha K hopped on her ex account to report that JaRule was jumped and beat up good. Breaking. I just got word that JaRule was jumped tonight outside of New York restaurant Say Less. I'm being told it was pretty fucking bad. Story developing. That's what she put out there. Yeah, he's not. He's not, Ronald. He's not. I don't think he is. I really don't. You know how people talk. People just jump to conclusions and assume shit, and that's not necessarily the case. JaRule hit back to correct her story. Tasha, why you... Wait, let me get in my JaRule voice. Yo, Tasha, why you lying to these good people? Yes, some bitch-ass ninja tried to jump me. No, it wasn't at Say Less. And I'm chilling, smoking a joint, watching SBB with not a scratch on me. That's a good question, Lawanda. Too many. However, the online personality stood firm, showing receipts from one of her friends telling her all about it. While she admits to misreading the text about where it went down, she's standing on her post overall. So, was JaRule jumped? That is the question. Don't tie me or my people to anything negative. We grown, we on positive vibes only. This came from Max B. And that was his response. And it says, now at JaRule, my team was there and I was halfway asleep last night when I got the text. I have the deets on what really happened at the location. I'm up now ready to spill some wine. Footage of JaRule getting into with someone or some people surfaced via live bites. The scuffle instead went down backstage at a Brandy and Monica concert at the Barclays Center. As for Max B, he was thrusted into this by random users on X with no evidence whatsoever. Some did try to clear the air, claiming that he was actually a part of the R&B singer's show last night. Overall, it seems JaRule is not denying getting into some sort of altercation, but the rest of the details are still incredibly muddy. So, like I said, to be continued. We will see. Yeah, Ronald Driver, I don't think he came out. He said, please don't tell me he came out of prison and already wrapped up in some BS. What the hell? I hope not. But I'm believing that this brother is real with what he says. That, hey, we about some positive vibes here. Don't drag me into your crazy bullshit. Keep my name out of it. I wasn't there. Don't put me in it. I just got out. I'm not trying to go back. I can understand where he's saying, look, keep my ass out of it. But yep, we living in a time where people jump on social media and say all kinds of stuff without receipts. But Tasha K says she's got receipts. So we will see. We will see. According to what I've been told, people have seen some of those receipts, but you can hardly tell. You know, you can't tell where it is. You can tell there's a bunch of people there and you can hardly see. So that could be anything. Okay. So, to be continued. Absolutely. Well, y'all, it's Friday night. And I thank you guys for joining me tonight. This wasn't a very long live. It was an hour and 40 minutes, which is decent. So, because it's Friday night, I may have to make me a little run. You know what I'm saying? So, keep your notifications up to Auntie Mickey's Slots. And if you get a notification, hop on in there with me. I'm not promising, but I think I am going to go. Okay? So again, thank you guys for coming. All you new people that have shown up this evening in the chat, welcome. Please don't be a stranger. Please come back anytime. Your opinions are, as long as they're respectful, they're welcome. Okay? And like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Yes. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey there, my kinfolk, thanks for stopping by. Auntie Mickey's house, where we reach for the sky. Every comment and smile, you make my heart glow. Together we're strong, together we grow. From gossip to politics, we cover it all. Sharing laughs and thoughts, having a ball. Your support means everything that I know. Feels like family here in this sweet show. So let's keep it flowing, keep the love alive. Every moment together makes me thrive. You're more than viewers, you're my kinfolk. You see, my gratitude runs deep as the sea. Thank you for being here, for sharing your time with each comment, with each rhyme. You're my kinfolk, my family, my crew. So much love to all of you. Turn up the camera, let's make it bright. Your support lifts me up, takes flight.